Okay, in last class we have discussed about the benefits, applications, advantages and disadvantages. Today we shall discuss about the problems associated with hydrogen energy. In that first, hydrogen storage. The main problem is hydrogen storage. It is stored at extremely low temperature and high pressure, and the container capable of withstanding these specifications is larger when you compare with the standard gas tanker. And hydrogen storage could be viewed as a major problem by consumers. Okay, this is about hydrogen storage. First problem is hydrogen storage, and the second is high reactivity of hydrogen. It is extremely reactive, and it is combustible and flammable. And in one incident happened, that is Hindenburg a disaster where hydrogen filled blimp exploded and many people died as a caused fear of hydrogen. That incident caused people to fear about hydrogen. Okay, this in Hindenburg disaster, hydrogen that is a hydrogen tank, or it is a filled blimp exploded. Okay, it is exploded, many people died due to that. So it has caused a fear of hydrogen. People is fearing about that. Next is the cost and methods of hydrogen fuel production. That is, the current production of hydrogen takes a lot of energy. While producing hydrogen, it takes a lot of energy for that. The new clean energy technology or hydrogen production methods will need to be developed. It need to be developed for hydrogen vehicles to make sense. Okay, if we want to use hydrogen vehicles, then it should be cost effective, economy way. Okay, it should be clean and new energy technology. Then only the consumers, if it is cost less, only they take and they will use. Okay, next is the fourth is the consumer demand. The less consumer demand, because if the consumer demand is increasing, they can produce more hydrogen. The problem for hydrogen fuel is consumer demand and cost to change all gasoline filling stations and vehicle production lines to hydrogen. That is, nowadays we are not using the hydrogen as a fuel for the vehicles. Okay, so here major transport companies will not start to produce hydrogen vehicles until there is a consumer demand. If the consumer is demanding hydrogen fuel vehicles, then only the transport companies will start producing that. Okay, next is the cost of changing the infrastructure. Here it accommodates hydrogen equipment and appliances. Here next we shall discuss with the windmill. Before going to the windmill, what are the problems in that is the problems associated with hydrogen? What I have discussed, can anyone answer? ICV, Bindu, Divya? Still, anyone can answer? What are the problems we are facing with the hydrogen? That is a problem associated with hydrogen. What are the points I have said now? Hydrogen storage, and it is highly reactive. Reactivity of hydrogen. Yes, answer.
Ma'am, related to its storage, ma'am, and it is extremely reactive.
Yes.
And cost and method of hydrogen fuel production.
Yes.
True. And cost of changing the infrastructure and consumer demand.
Yeah, Next, can anyone answer? Okay, we shall discuss about the wind. Okay, wind energy. Okay, in Chitradurga, you have seen many at many places wind energy. Okay, wind turbines. That is contents is wind mills, wind turbines, wind resources, and wind site selection. Today we shall discuss about windmill, wind turbine, and wind resources. What is wind? Okay, here everywhere on the earth it absorbs heat from the sun, but different places absorb different quantity of heat. Wind is how wind is created means through the uneven heating of earth surface. How wind is created means it is created through uneven heating of the earth surface. Heating of the earth surface. We say that sun is the main source of wind, because wind is considered as a form of solar energy. Wind is heating of the earth's surface, that is due to the atmosphere by the sun. This is about. And next is a windmill. It will convert the energy of the wind into a rotational energy by means of blades. Okay, by using the blades, what it will do? It will convert the energy of the wind. Okay, energy of the wind is converted into a rotational energy by using a wind blades. That is. Next, it is used in mill grain and to pump water, etc. Okay. Is a wind turbine. In heating only it is a turbine. Turbine is used to generate the electricity. Here wind turbine, also known as wind energy converter. It will convert kinetic energy of wind into a electrical energy. It will convert kinetic energy of a wind into a electrical energy. Next, wind resources. Here generator in wind turbines, a generator is coupled to this shaft. Coupled with shaft, electricity is produced and we utilize for many purpose. Wind resources worldwide capacity reached 1,96,630 megawatt, out of which 37,642 megawatt were added in 2010. Okay, in 2010, 37,642 megawatt were added. It is added. Slightly less than the capacity in 2009. Okay, in 2009 it was less, and in 2010 it is increased. Wind power showed a growth rate of 23.6%, that is lowest growth since from 2004, and the second lowest growth of the past decade. And all wind turbines installed by the end of the 2010 worldwide can generate 430 terawatt hour per annum. Per annum means that is per year. Okay. China became a #1 in total installed capacity and the center of the international wind industry, and it added 18,928 megawatt within 1 year, accounting for more than 50% of the world's market for new wind turbines. Here, China became a #1 in total installed capacity. When you compare with the other countries, or China became a #1 in total installed capacity and the center of the international wind industry also. It added 18,928 megawatt within 1 year. Okay, it added 18,928 megawatt within 1 year, and it is accounting for more than 50% of the world's market for new wind turbines. Many Western European countries are showing a stagnation, where there is a strong growth in the number of Eastern European countries. Germany keeps its #1 position in Europe with 27,215 megawatt, followed by Spain with 20,676 megawatt. Here, the highest share of wind power can be found in 3 European countries, that is Denmark 21%, Portugal 18%, and Spain 16%. Africa, North Africa represents still lion's share of installed capacity, while wind energy plays hardly a role yet in sub-Saharan Africa. Nuclear disaster in Japan and oil spill in Gulf of Mexico will have a long-term impact on the prospects of wind energy. Governments need to urgently reinforce their wind energy policies. Okay, for every construction and to maintenance, they have some policies that need to be maintained. Okay, government need to urgently reinforce their wind energy policies. And next, World Wind Energy Associations sees a global capacity of here 6 lakhs megawatt as a possible by 2015, and more than here 1 crore that is 1 crore 50,000 megawatt by 2020. They want to increase the capacity range. Okay, the state-wise wind power installed capacity in India, when first is Andhra Pradesh, and the second is Gujarat, and third is Karnataka, fourth is Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, fifth is Madhya Pradesh, and sixth is Maharashtra. You can observe here total capacity of the each state, and total capacity is 14,158 megawatt. This is about till 2011. Okay. Wind turbine site selection. How we select the wind turbine, and the selection of site, how the site should be for wind installation. The selection of a wind farm site is complex and the time consuming. They are saying that the selection of a wind farm site is complex and it is a time consuming, because we should see the everything. Okay, how the land is, and what about wind speed. Okay, and also it involves multiple disciplines working on parallel paths, that is financing, government permits, meteorological studies, land use restrictions, and design have to be completed well along before a site is approved and before the construction can begin. These are the rules. These multiple disciplines factors are involving in site selection. Okay, financing, government permits we should take, and meteorological studies, land use restrictions. Okay, whether it is suited for wind installation, we should check that, and design have to be completed, and it should be before a site is approved. Okay, before site is approved, we need to design, and design need to be completed. So before the construction can begin, the site need to be approved there. These are the factors involved in site selection, wind turbine site selection. And there are 3 principal sources of construction expertise participating in wind farm projects. They are saying that the design team responsible for conceptual and eventual site design, and the next is 3 principles. One is design team responsible for conceptual and eventual site design, and the next is the developer or construction manager of the project, and next is the wind turbine generator contractor. These three people are more important. It is for site selection and construction for wind turbine. Wind is an energy resource that drives a wind turbine. And next is a windmill need to be placed on a higher tower located in wind area. For example, in Chitradurga, you can observe that in hilly areas, that is, you mean in mountain areas, they will place at a high tower. Okay, it is located at a high tower in a wind area. Not just any wind will do. A wind turbine needs air that moves uniformly in the same direction. Okay, not just any wind like that. Okay, it should wind turbine needs air that moves uniformly. Okay, uniformly in the same direction. If it is moving like this, then it should move continuously in the same direction. Okay, uniformly it should move in the same direction. Eddy sense wheels, that is turbulence in short, does not make good resource for wind turbine. The rotor cannot extract energy from turbulent wind, and the constantly changing wind direction due to turbulence cause excessive wear and premature failure of turbine. They are saying that if the wind blades move once rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise, it may change the direction. Then rotor cannot extract the energy from turbulent wind. Okay, constantly changing wind direction will cause the wear and premature failure of the turbine. So this means that turbine must be placed high enough to catch strong winds and avoid turbulent air. That is, the tower price goes up quickly with the height. Now, if it is height is increased, then the price is also increased there. There is a limit to what is practical and affordable. For everything there is a limit, so they have a height limit also. Turbine height. In general, wind turbines should be seated at well above trees, buildings, and other obstacles. When the wind flows over an obstacle like a building or a tree, the wind is slowed down and turbulent air is created. And if a wind turbine is located in this zone of turbulence, the result will be poor energy production and increased wear and tear of the turbine. They are saying that wind turbine should be seated well above the trees. Okay, if the tree is this much height, then it should be placed above. Okay, the tower should, and that is wind turbine should be placed above. Okay, buildings and other obstacles, whatever the obstacles, buildings, the tower should be more than that. Okay, when the wind flows, for example, when wind flows over an obstacles, for example, if it is for example, if it is building, okay, wind is flowing like this, then the height of the tower is also same. Then what about the rotation? It will not rotate. Okay, it will go to the just building. So they are saying that it should be more than the height of the buildings and trees. When the wind flows over an obstacle like a building or a tree, the wind gets slow. Okay, if it is wind is flowing like this, for example, then the height of, and this is a wind turbine. I think this has a wind turbine. Then the what about here? Here only it will go to the building. What about till here? It will get slow down. The speed of the wind will be slow. So they are saying that the wind is slowed down and turbulent air is created there. And if a wind turbine is located in this zone of turbulence, then the poor energy production, because here the rotation of the wind blade is not there. Okay, it is less, and the energy production, how we can expect more energy production at that situations? Okay, so the result will be poor energy production and increased wear and tear of the turbine, and the problems, damage will occur. So they are saying that the turbine should be seated well above the trees, buildings and other obstacles. This is the reason, main reason. One way to get above the zone of turbulence is to put the wind turbine on a tall tower. You can observe the figure, these figures, while construction, these are the points they consider. Okay, here wind blows across tall windmills and to turn the blades of huge turbines, and which spin generators to create electricity. And next is a transformer, increases the voltage to send electricity over distribution lines. Then local transformers reduce the voltage, and next finally consumers. This is a process, from wind turbine how we get electricity. Okay, this is the obstruction of the wind by a building or a tree of a height. You can observe here, these are the conditions. This should be 2h, that 20h, and 2h here, h, the height of the house here, h, then the tower height should be 2 times of that. Okay, and here the distance. Okay, distance, this should be this, you can observe 20h, that means 20 times of height of that it should be. Okay, so from seeing diagram only we can understand that what are the conditions for construction of a wind turbine, what is the distance of that. Okay, the height of the tower, how they will decide. Okay, and next here they are saying that rule of thumb is to make sure that the tower is tall enough so that the entire turbine motor is at least 10 meter above the tallest obstacle within 150 meter of the tower. This is they are saying. Okay, the tallest obstacle within 150 meter of the tower. It should be entire turbine rotor is at least 10 meter above that. Okay. Here, tree grows and towers do not. Tree will grow, tower will not grow. But so the growth of the trees over the lifetime of the wind turbine, that should be considered in a installation. While installing the tree, it may go for example estimation. Okay, in these in coming years it may go height this much. Keeping that in mind, they will do the installation of turbines. Okay, sorry, towers, wind turbines. Next, here 20-meter tower. For example, 20-meter tower should only be used when the terrain is very flat. Okay, 20-meter tower when it is used means when the land is flat. Okay, when land is flat with no obstacles in a wide area around. For example, at the edge of the sea or on top of a cliff with a clear area around it, or in the tundra, then for most situations 20-meter tower will only save a little money. Okay, 20-meter tower will save a little money, and while short selling energy production in the long run. So here they go behind the rule of thumb. The air flow over any blunt obstruction, including a tree, tends to create a bubble of a turbulent air of twice the height of the obstacle. So they are extending 20 times the height of the obstacle. You can observe here they are extending the 20 times of the height of the obstacles behind it, and 10-meter high house disturbs the air up to 200 meter away. Here, tree line with 33 meters disturbs the air up to 70 meter high at a distance of 300 meter away. This, if you remember this diagram, then it's enough. Okay. This is about the height of the tower, how they will decide and how they are installed. Turbine height. In we shall discuss with the consideration and guidelines for site selection. Okay.